I vow to honor the commitment made this day, which, unlike the flowers and the cake, will not wither or decay. A promise not to obey, but to respond joyfully, to forgive and to console. For once incomplete, we now are whole. I vow to bear in mind that if at times things seem to go from bad to worse, they also go from bad to better. The lost purse is handed in. The letter contains wonderful news. Trains run on time, hurricanes run out of breath, and floods subside, and toast lands jam side up. And with this ring, my final vow to recall, whatever the future may bring, the love I feel for you now.
I keep the moment I saw you. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. I wouldn't trade it, I can't help myself.
Ashley's my best friend. She's my sister. Being the oldest, you try to be a good role model, and you're looked up to, but actually it was the other way around. I'm the one who looked up to you. I've had the privilege to be a part of all of your amazing journey.
There are places left you.
From the very start, watching you grow into this amazing, caring, sweetest woman in the whole entire world. No wonder Steve fell in love with you.
Nobody else. All the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I. I wouldn't trade it, I can't help myself.
Steve, the first time Ash brought you home, it was probably so overwhelming. You handled it so well. You fit right in, and you've been the most supportive, strong, loving, and caring man that I could ever wish that Ash would have. I am grateful for you and the fact that you gave me the opportunity and the honor to stand by your side. I could not be happier for the both of you. Steve, finally, after 10-ish years, you are 100% a part of this family.
Nobody else. All the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. I wouldn't trade it, I can't help myself.
Ashley and Steven have known each other for nearly 10 years. In that time, they've fallen in love and consistently made commitments for the other's happiness. This occasion not only marks the beginning of their marriage commitment together, it is a commemoration of the love nurtured and shared between these two. Together they embark today on a new chapter of life, built on the foundations of trust, compassion, and mutual respect. Steven and Ashley would like to thank you all for coming today to bear witness to this special moment. You've all helped them become who they are today, not only as individuals, but as a couple. They would also like to thank those who cannot physically be here, but whose impact on their lives will never be forgotten. Marriage is an ancient human tradition. Finding true and lasting love is a rare gift. Learning to nurture and respect that gift is one of the hardest and most worthwhile endeavors in life. Kim, Ashley's mom, said she loves how well they work together, respect each other, and the way they laugh when they're together. Tara, Stephen's mom, said she loves that they are proud of each other, who they are, and who they are in the world. They enjoy being with each other, look out for each other, and you can feel and see it. When Stephen's dad spoke, I could tell how happy he was for his son. He said, "I can see that they deeply love each other and that they are best friends and soulmates. I know when Stephen met Ashley, he knew she was someone very special. And I think he knew she was the one, very much like when I met Tara almost 40 years ago."
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that point of yes to this point of yes, this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, "when we're married," and continued with, "I will and you will and we will." All those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, "You know all those things that were promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant all and every word of it." Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you will say to the world, "This is my husband and this is my wife." And in closing, I'd like to say to Steve and to Ash, as you begin this journey called marriage of this union, may you enjoy all the happiness and all the love that your parents have shared and known through the years. You are a reflection of your parents, and may you have many, many children that are just like you. Because you're a reflection of your parents, and you are two beautiful, beautiful people. Congratulations.
As we celebrate this bond of unity today, it is important that we keep in mind that, while this is certainly an occasion of tremendous joy, the promises we witness here today are serious and life-altering commitments. It is with simultaneous feelings of elation and expressions of respect that we proceed. Today, I, Stephen, take you, Ashley, as my wife.
Today, I, Stephen, take you, Ashley, as my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
I love you now. Sorry, it's Methodist, I'm sorry. I love you now. You ready?
I love you now.
As I have always loved you, and as I always will love you.
I love you now as I always have loved you, and as I always will love you.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
And now, Ashley, repeat these vows. I'll break them up more. Today, I, Ashley, take you, Stephen, as my husband.
Today, I actually take you, Stephen, as my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
Get over
To have and to hold from this day forward.
Oh,
For better, for worse.
for better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer. in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are parted by death. Sorry. I love you now,
I love you now,
as I have always loved you,
as I always love you,
and as I always will love you.
and as I always will love you.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
The wedding rings perfectly symbolize the never-ending love you two have for each other. By exchanging these rings, you solidify a lifelong commitment to one another. These rings serve as a welcome and constant reminder of the bond you have formed together. I, Stephen, give you, Ashley,
I, Stephen, give you, Ashley,
this ring as a symbol of my enduring love.
this ring as a symbol of my enduring love.
Sorry. Just as the circle of this ring completes itself,
Just as the circle of this ring completes itself,
so you complete me.
so you complete me.
Good job. Ashley, take it. Thank you. I, Ashley, give you, Stephen,
I, Ashley, give you, Stephen,
this ring as a symbol of my enduring love.
this ring as a symbol of my enduring love.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself,
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself,
so you complete me.
so you complete me.
Stephen and Ashley, by the powers vested in me, by the Universal Life Church, and by the state of Pennsylvania, I am pleased to pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege of presenting Mr. and Mrs. Brzezinski.
After the whole pandemic and replanning your wedding, no one else deserves this more than you guys. I couldn't be happier for anybody else in the world. Honestly, I look up to both of you, and I'm so thankful for you every day. I love you both. I love your families. We are so lucky to have all of us join now. So let's raise our glasses to Ash and Steve. Cheers to this being the hardest year you've ever had to have, and to the greatest life that you could ever give each other. I love you both so much.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming. It's been a long time. We've been waiting for this. The postponement from last September to now. And these two have been incredibly patient and kind of amazing, really, waiting for their big day.
Sleep, sweat in your tide.
Not only have we, Steve joining our family and Ashley joining his family, we have new friends in the Radzinskis and all the Radzinskis' friends, wherever you guys are. And then I guess the next thing was, when we had Zach, our amazing son, our first son, I was like, yes, hold on. When we were having our second child, I'm like, it'd be cool to have a son for my son. I have two sons. We're talking sports here, but, and then this girl comes into our lives, and it was incredible, and she was a better athlete than Zach, actually. And she's an incredible girl, not only just beautiful, but just an incredible girl, a lot like her mother, and we're really more like me.
Ashley, you're beautiful, you're loving, caring, generous, you're passionate about everything that you do. So happy to know that my best friend has a strong, loyal, beautiful person to now call his wife forever. Rad is the best guy that there ever was. I mean it.
And I'll be hanging in the sky.
So when all the fathers here that have a daughter, you send your daughter away to college or wherever, and you're like, man, I hope she meets someone nice. And she met Steve, and she failed miserably. No, that's a joke. JKLOL. She actually picked a freaking winner here. You know what? Enjoy the day here. You're here for a reason. These guys invited you for a reason. Somehow you've had an impact on their life, and enjoy it. And go talk to somebody you don't know today and say, hey, what's up and where are you from? Right, Steve? That's the big funny thing in my family. I ask everybody where they're from, then I somehow have a connection to them. But the next thing would be, the last thing is, hold on. As the old pro wrestler Cold Stone Steve Austin used to say, hell yeah. Hold on. Tori Bingle, I'm sorry. Hell yeah, brother. And that's, everybody have a great day. Thank you.
My rock and my rolling thunder. I've been the spell she was under. I love that girl. She is my cigarettes and champagne. She's got me strung, but I'm not running. I love that girl. I love that girl. She is the days I can't get over. She is the nights that I call home endlessly. For you I'll always wait, caught in the waves of hesitation, lost in the sea of my own doubt endlessly. For you I'll always wait. She is the flame in the fire, she's raging. I've been the spark in the war she's waging. I love that girl. She came along and she spoke so sweetly. It changed everything, took my heart completely. I love that girl. You I'll always wait, caught in the waves of hesitation, lost in the sea of my own doubt endlessly. For you I'll always wait. For you I'll always wait.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back. Far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong wasted. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. When it's not always raining, there'll be days like this. When there's no one complaining, there'll be days like this. Everything falls into place like the flick of a switch. Well, my mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need to worry, there'll be days like this. When no one's in a hurry, there'll be days like this. When you don't get betrayed by that old Judas kiss. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need an answer, there'll be days like this. When you don't need a chance, there'll be days like this. When all the parts of the puzzle start to look like they fit, then I must remember there'll be days.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause.
I do want to start first off with a huge thank you. I can't thank them enough. The people that kind of made this possible from day one, Mr. and Mrs. Smitherman, Mr. and Mrs. Radzinski. Really, thank you. You guys brought these two unbelievably special people in this world, and as you can see, look around, we all care about them. We love them all very much. We were really puzzled. We had no hope. There was no way Steve Rad was gonna get that girl. So honestly, we were just very curious, like, what's gonna happen? We couldn't even figure out what they would talk about. So we figured we had to know. We had one friend in our group who was actually like pretty smart and paid attention in class, and he had like a little audio recorder. We might have thrown it in the truck before they left on their date. We did not tell them for a couple of years. I think it was graduation. We were able to laugh that off, but honestly, it was all wholesome. We listened to like 10 minutes of it and we're like, we'll put this down. We don't want to do that. So there's just a little bit more of a background. But anyway, today's for you, and I just have to say, listen, Rad, you won. The next thing I want to say is honestly just to these two. We've waited a long time for this, it feels like. And I'm sure it was worse for you guys, but now that we're here, it's kind of, you realize how fast time goes. And as much as you'd like a special time, a special day like this, you wish you could kind of slow things down and enjoy it. And I just want to say to you, two of my best friends ever, like just look around, take a second, soak this in. You have your family, you have friends, coworkers, all these people are here because we want to celebrate with you. So that's awesome. I think that's just the world. So to an unforgettable night and a lifetime of memories, thank you, congratulations.